All right, welcome to Halifax, Nova Scotia. Our final port day. After this, we just have 2 sea days and we'll be back in Baltimore, hopefully, if Hurricane Lee allows it, that is. We are booming today. As I record this, we are speeding along over 20 knots. Have been for quite some time. A bit choppy out there, but it's not too bad. So just some videos of us tying up alongside there. I always find that fascinating how they do that. Get the small rope, bring it in, gets bigger and bigger, and then that big rope. And here we are getting off the ship. We actually got off on deck 2, which is the lobby bar area, right midship. So we got off right by the lobby bar. Very smooth, as always, on this cruise. That's one thing they definitely have weighed down. And then you come down that ramp, and you kind of come into the main terminal. We're at pavilion number 20. I believe they have like 6 or 7 cruise ships in at a time, so you can have 4 or 5 alongside, and a couple may have to be tendered, but don't quote me on that because I'm never always 100% sure, but that's how I think it was. So here we are coming out, and our tour guide Mel, we did a tour with Tours by Locals. We went to Peggy's Cove and the Titanic grave site. So there was Mel right there waiting for us as promised. Julie's name up on the board. Right ahead there is a brewery, but we came back at the end of the day and did a little bit more filming. It was a gloomy, dreary day. It rained on and off, so it wasn't the greatest weather today, but hopefully we'll show them most of it. They had a lot of these double-decker buses, and if you go into Pier 21, as I showed, Pavilion, 21, this is Pavilion 20, but if you go inside Pavilion 21 later, we saw a sign where you could sign up for the bus tours. Old London buses, if you're interested. So here we are looking back. On the left there is Pavilion 20. I'm going to keep calling it Pavilion 20. And this is our little group heading to the tour. There's the ship in the background. I'll just pan you back around here, and here comes one of those buses. Old London bus. Again, behind it, that's the one of the breweries. All right, our first stop on the tour was the Titanic tombstone gravesite area. They have like about 120 people that were found buried here. They number them on the tombstone on the order they were found, which was very interesting. But our guide Mel knew so much about it. He gave us a fascinating insight into the stories and everything behind all the ones now the ones with the larger tombstones here, the people obviously paid for them. So there's another look back at it right there, shaped like a hull of a boat. And then we went into a Tim Hortons. Julie wanted to get some Timbits, for those that know what it is. Now we're at Peggy's Cove. I'm going to show you a few little pans of the area of Peggy's Cove. I would imagine this would be really nice on a clear, sunny day. It was good. Don't get me wrong, it was good. They warn you to keep off those black rocks because you literally will. They're very slippy and you will almost certainly slip off. And if you go into that ocean, you may not be coming out of it. There's the big lighthouse. One thing I noticed about Canada, or at least the areas we've just been to, a lot of lighthouses. And there was somebody blowing or whatever that is. Couldn't even tell you what it's called. If you know, put it in the comments. So just panning back around. And they have gift shops. They have a restaurant here. We went to a different restaurant recommended by our awesome tour guide Mel. Another look up at the lighthouse there. Have a quick pan around. There he is again. So you can walk out onto the rocks out there, but they say whatever you do, do not go on the black rocks. Keep off the black rocks. And one last look, I promise, at the lighthouse. A lot of people here. I can only imagine how many people would be here on a sunny day. But there's a lot of areas you can walk around within here. We walked a bit further down, and there were some cool little fishing areas like this you can see there as well. So yeah, very nice area. Peggy's Cove, one of the more popular places to go if you go to Halifax. It's probably about an hour's drive out. Then we went back to the port, and I just wanted to show you, this is Pier 21 if you're looking to get some shopping. This was the best place we found near the port to go get stuff. So you can just come in here. There's actually a museum in there as well. But when you come inside, you hang a right, and they got all these little stores. And one of the things we've noticed is there aren't very many stores that actually sell items like shot glasses and fridge magnets with the name of the town. We haven't found one anywhere yet, really, but this was the first place we actually found some, and they were in here. So we got our fridge magnet, we got our shot glass, we got our Christmas ornament, which is what we always get. And I got a couple of other knickknacks and what have you in here. So plenty of opportunities to buy stuff in here. A little bit pricey, I'm not going to lie, but overall pretty worth it because of the choice that we really haven't seen elsewhere. So it goes all the way down here. So plenty of places. We were here almost at the end of the day, so that's why it's looking pretty empty. I'm sure it was a lot busier earlier in the day. And then another couple of quick looks. There's a look back at it, Pier 21. Our Pier 20 was just beyond that pink bus, a bit further down where I came out initially. So I'm just going to walk you down here and show you where you could walk along. Again, it's an overcast, rainy day, so you're not really going to get a true feel for how it is. I could imagine when I show you the port area in a second, you're going to see that on a sunny day, that would be a beautiful place to hang out. It just was dreary this day. So that, and again, that pink bus there was several of them earlier. They're tour buses. You can get the tickets inside. That Pier 21, I'm sure you can get them elsewhere. That's our pier we were going into. I showed you earlier, that's the brewery. Garrison. So you could come in here. Buy some stuff there, and the brewery's in the back. And there's Julie backing out the picture. Again, that's where we went in, but I'm just giving you a perspective of how long this area really is to walk up and down. We're looking back at the brewery there on the right. And now we've just gone a bit further past the ship, and you can see this boardwalk here. Again, I can't stress enough, it's not really exciting today, but I can imagine on a warm day. See here, they got a lot of restaurants and everything in the back. So we didn't go any further because it was so wet, but lots of restaurants and shops further down there, very close to where the ships are. And I'll just show you a couple of pictures from the day. There's a Titanic gravesite picture that we saw. One of the tombstones there from Ernest. Look back. Again, I said it's shaped like the bow of a ship, so it's kind of a nice touch. Couple more tombstones there. There's Julie with her Timbits, which is kind of out of order for all these pictures, but whatever. I take full responsibility. Anybody know who that is? Yes, that's the character that Leonardo DiCaprio played. Allegedly. Allegedly. Some say he did, some say he didn't, but that's the name of the character. And now a few pictures of Peggy's Cove, some of the more scenic pictures. There's some lobster pots right there. Oh, look, it's the lighthouse, which I know you're probably sick of by now. Just a couple of scenic views we took from being around about. This was outside the restaurant we went to for lunch after we went to Peggy's Cove. Lighthouse. Stop it. And this is the restaurant we went to eat in. I've noticed the restaurant menus, while they're great, they're pretty limited. They pretty much all have fish and chips, or lobster rolls, or that's fried shrimp tempura, or lobster grilled cheese. And that's the lobster roll. And that's the lobster grilled cheese. There's not a huge variety, but the food is excellent, but not too much choice. Now, last night we went to see a comedy magician, Mark Bennick, on the ship. He was pretty good. Dealing with the rough seas, that's for sure. But not too much else going on the ship last night. And then here was the What's Happening. As always, freeze if you want to check it out. And then, of course, we have to show you our outfits for the night. These are our outfits for the evening. And now the obligatory karaoke, which I actually did last night, but I wanted to do my crew tribute video last night, and there's no way I was putting a video of me singing karaoke on a crew tribute video. So the crew tribute video was left alone, and I'm doing last night's karaoke because there was no karaoke today right now.
Let's ruin the run of good singers. I'm entering the competition. Here we go. I've never sung this before, but it seems to react. Oh yeah! Oh! I think the best lyrics ever. Three words in an instrumental break. Clean shirt, new shoes, and I don't know where I'm going to. why. They come running just as fast as they can, 'cause every girl crazy about a sharp-dressed man. Yes, they are, ladies. Yes, they are. Maybe not me, but they are. Gold watch, diamond ring. I ain't missing not a single thing. Cuff links, stick pin. When I step out, I'm gonna do you in. There we go. They come running just as fast as they can, 'cause every girl crazy about a sharp-dressed man. Ah, yes. I should have a B for these instrumental breaks. It's a long one. It's going really slow. Normally people would dance right now, but nah. Oh yeah, thank you. Yes. Oh, it's no. One more. Loads of time left. Oh, you know what? One more. The longest instrumental break in history. It took too long. Now it's coming. Now it's Top coat, top hat, and I don't worry 'cause my wallet's fat. Not after this group. Black shades, white gloves, looking sharp, and I'm looking for love. No, I'm not. She's married. I'm married. As fast as they can, 'cause every girl crazy about a sharp-dressed man. Does that say instrumental break by any chance? Oh shit. Oh, it says written is over. I thought that was gonna be like a 10-minute song. There we go.
Oh my God. Listen, Mick needs a round of applause for Mick.